Howdy folks, Bairdos here with some more Dragon Age Inquisition. Last episode was the first episode back after a couple of months hiatus. We were just getting back into the groove and got a couple of side quests done and got pretty close to dying. It wouldn't have been very good. But this episode we are going to crack on with one of the storylines. So we are going to meet Felix in the Chantry.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
You what? Okay, that's not what I was expecting at all, but... Ow. I do so despise those things.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I don't like this guy.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Screw you, punk.
Are you the one who sent that note, then?
I am. Someone had to warn you after all. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
That sounds rather good.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
I'd like more proof than magical time control, go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Lovely.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori
Makes
behind
sense.
those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
All this for me. And I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Because he's already dead. Alright, yep. Give me some stuff. Ooh, hello. How did I miss that sack? Just iron, so not like I was missing anything. Shadow essence. Okay, and out we go.
Oh, demons don't scare me. I'll fight 10 at once. Ease up, big horse.
In fact, he acquitted himself quite well.
Right then. What's next then? Return to the war room.
You're from the Inquisition. I didn't think you'd still be here. Were you really looking to ally with us?
I want this war to end without sending you back to the Circle.
There has to be a way, right? We're not what they think, all blood mages and abominations. We just want to be normal, have families, use our magic to help grow crops or something. We never wanted war. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
Sometimes to achieve the world one desires, one must take regrettable measures.
I hope you can do something. Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
Certainly not the right way.
You seem young to be part of this.
I'm Lisas. I came into my magic when I was 9 years old. Templars came into the alienage and took me to the Circle. They didn't even let me say goodbye. It's not right. I studied hard. I passed my harrowing. I sing the chant. But I'll be locked up for the rest of my life.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision?
I was there when we voted to leave the Circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe she'd go behind our backs and sell us to the Magisters.
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
A day or two after. After the conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
Greetings, traveler.
Who said that? Oh, yourself. Right, so in that case, we might as well just go back to the war camp now. Yes, let's go back to Haven. Right. See if Cassandra's got anything new to say.
Greetings.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony.
So that's a no.
Another time, perhaps.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Nevarra, the real Nevarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
I'll let you get back to work.
Oh wait, I've not. Damn it.
Yes?
I have some more questions.
Why am I not
Thought I
surprised?
had asked her all these questions.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family, what little my uncle treated me. Thus I did not see Nevarra, the real Nevarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortale tarsi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a mortale tarsi.
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The mortale tarsi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
I'm pretty sure I
what's
asked
the
her
story
about how
about
she
you
became
becoming
the
the
right
right
hand.
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral. But I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
Because they're mages.
You're delightful, you know that?
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
I'll let you get back to work.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Might as well do the rounds to the rest of the people as well. In fact, I don't even know what good stuff I have now. Gotta check if I'd got any better armor or anything.
Need something? I want to know more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
Okay, yeah, I've asked him all that stuff though.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
It's fine.
Got the door again, Flisser. Don't know how.
Your wish is something, something.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
I forgot we had Blackwell. Yeah.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? Like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
What do you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair though.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Liliana, do you have anything new to say?
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
Yes, we will.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
I wouldn't like to be a bard.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later.
Master.
Nice work with those supplies. The Smiths can use them to fit our troops with better gear. Might not affect you much, but our recruits will have better chances next time some monster flies out of a rift.
Farewell.
Make a go with you.
Right, back in here we go then.
I'm used to and helping old men through winter cold.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands.
I have heard rumors of a way to reverse the
Apothecary Adon wanted to know when you might be able to provide the materials he needs.
I asked Adon not to rush us. Demon essence is dangerous.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Just tell him we'll have it for him as soon as we can.
What may I do for you?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Sir Griffith of Denerim, a most distinguished knight of the realm. He's defeated darkspawn, slain demons, chased down abominations. Just don't ask him about it over dinner. He spares no detail. Greetings.
What do the people make of...
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Oh, that's fine. No need to talk anymore. Summon the War Council. Special training from those who have joined the Inquisition's cause. I think I will take that one. Right, so what Inquisition need to be? We received weapon plans and located an apiary to supply us. When the idea was presented, the beekeeper tinted his fingers and sneered, of course. Quite disturbing. It's incredible how many passages remained undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to the sacred ashes. Well, it didn't build any of this. It was here long before, and who knows how many years it would take to find it all. Of the new passages uncovered during the search, most were long empty or contained goods far beyond salvage. Few, however, yielded some artifacts of interest. One evidently contained strange runes we have yet to translate. If we can find someone capable of doing so, they might prove use. Go. Had I done anything on our lay the last time? My diplomatic efforts were successful. Many clerics are appreciative of our help. Those who despaired that others listened only the loudest and most divisive voices. The Chantry is a political ally for the moment. I should caution that there are clerics who believe that this is a ploy to control the divine election. Not heard the last from them. Right, so we've got Red Jenny says drop and grab. Can make no sense of this. The Herald found her. Perhaps he can advise. A letter from Sarah follows. Follow your big hats, Lord whoever says you're rubbish. Servants don't care but could drop a few things from them. They'll give Josephine a surprise. I think scrolls or something. Liberal heraldic symbols and directions are below. Also Sarah's name 37 times. Josephine can probably go and do that. What's the utilize the Great Inquisition is in its infancy. Building an organization such as this is like building an army. Need soldiers, weapons to arm them, food to feed them, and that's just the beginning. I joined knowing I could make a difference. I have Grey Warden treaties, and these allow us to take what's needed when needed. We do not face a blight, but surely a torn sky warrants as much concern. Interesting. Certainly could use that. Well, I'd like the axe. Right, I think. We send Liliana to that, Josephine to the Grey Wardens thing. Jesus. Long time. Right, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Cullen for that.
All right.
I'm gonna send Liliana to that.
Let's see what we have.
And Orlais does send Josephine to that.
At your service.
I can still do that, okay. Inquisition soldiers have gone missing in the marshy reaches of southern Ferelden because the region is largely uncharted. Finding them will be difficult, but the Inquisition's advisors are determined to find out what happened and, if possible, bring their people back alive. We will send scouts. Ugh. Another new bloody area. So many new areas. Right, and that's us. Everyone is now occupied. And that is going to do it for this episode. So, we've managed to progress quite a bit just in that wee short space of time. We've unlocked a new area. Discovered a new guy with a weird tache, who seems to be against the Tevinter Magister. We also discovered that the Tevinter Magister has been using time magic. I've never been a fan of time mages myself, so yeah, might have to put a stop to him. But I'm sure we'll find out exactly what we need to do in the next few episodes. So I hope you'll join me for them. If you want to, click the subscribe button. And if you click the wee notification bell next to it, you will be notified when I upload. It's usually about 10 PM GMT, and it is every day. If you enjoyed the video, clicking the like button lets me know you did, and lets me know I'm doing good. For now though, thanks for watching, take it easy, adios.